Today's topic is going to be high-powered scopes, long-range hunting scope type scopes. So first one that we have here is a Vortex Crossfire 2. It's a 6-24 and adjustable parallax on here. It's got your elevation and windage adjustments, and again it is a 6-24 by 50 millimeter objective. It's on a 30 millimeter tube. This would be a great starting spot for something where you want to reach out there, be able to focus in on something, whether you're coyote hunting or big game hunting out west, where you really want magnification and ability to adjust your elevation and windage for longer range shots.
Yeah, totally agree. Those can be had generally MOA turrets. They're not tactical turrets, they're traditional caps. 6-24 power for that money. That's a pretty powerful scope in its class. The adjustable objective is kind of a way to help you focus in on your target and your reticle. Moving on to the Viper, this is an HST Viper. So that's the little bit lower class Viper. It's a second focal plane scope, just like the Crossfire. This one does have tactical turrets. Also has a side parallax, which is generally preferred. Still have your optical parallax on the rear end. Also a 6-24 power, 50 millimeter objective. One nice thing about the side parallax as opposed to the front parallax, you can actually mount the scope lower. So that objective actually seems more like a 56 millimeter objective when you're mounting it on a rifle.
And a lot of times where you're getting down on the rifle, to be able to lower it a little bit and get a better sight picture into your scope from the stock is a very good advantage. It really is. This one will have to utilize a little higher scope mount on it, no doubt.
Definitely a crucial measurement. Moving on to the Strike Eagle. This is a 5-25 power. This is our first focal plane scope that we're going to look at today. This one also is 34 millimeter ring tube actually on this guy, so that's a little more light to it. Very robust scope. This thing's heavy when you pick it up. Side parallax, also a lit up reticle on the side too. CR20 32 battery. It's MOA turrets also. These can be had in MRAM turrets as well. Tactical turrets with lockouts. Yeah, 56 millimeter objective on the front of that thing, so that's going to be really good in low light situations.
Yeah, Keegan was mentioning the tube itself being 34 millimeters. You do let a lot more light in, and for low light at the beginning of the day or the end of the day, that can be crucial. And then on top of it, to have the illuminated reticle on there is an outstanding combination. It truly is.
Indeed. Our last scope of the day for this segment is going to be a Viper BSD Gen 2. So this is the higher end Viper here. This is a 5-25 by 50, but it is a first focal plane, much like the Strike Eagle. These both have the EBR 7C reticle. So basically with that first focal plane, that reticle is going to grow in scale with whatever your magnification is. So if your target looks 5 times closer, so is your reticle.
Exactly. And that's very crucial when you're trying to focus in, especially lower or longer range like that, to be able to focus in and to have the right reticle magnification right along with it. That first focal plane really allows you to do that.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of options as a shooter. If you want to get into tactical long-range target shooting, this is definitely, I would say, side parallax, first focal plane, and understand your reticle and your turrets. That's very crucial for that sport.
Yeah, always make sure that you can readily see your elevation marks and your windage adjustment marks in the reticle. And these two will definitely help you out with that. Again, because of the first focal plane, it magnifies, right along with your objective, and it's illuminated.
Yeah, and the lockout turrets are really good if you're going to do a lot of shooting at known distances. If you've got a few different ranges you like to utilize and you have a good idea what the ranges are, but they are different, you can actually build up basically shooting formulas and crank those into your scope. When you come back at the end of the day, you can turn them back to 0. Yeah,
they're really easy to set back to 0. It's a neat function on a lot of scopes like this, really is.
Read the manual.
Oh God, yes.
You get into some
There's
of these
a lot to learn on.
That's a fact.
But we'll always do our best to help you get the right scope for you. Again, these are some really good options to consider right out of the gates. Longer range rifle, you're looking at something that's going to shoot fast and flat. Prime examples like a 7mm Magnum seems to be one of the more popular ones. Of course, the The Creedmoor versions, the PRC versions are coming on strong as well. They're following a lot of the same ballistics like a 7 mag in particular will do.
Yeah.
And you got to have the right scope for the cartridge that you're going to be shooting at that distance.
Still lots of 308s and 300 Win Mags out of there, and
Oh yeah.
all that means is you got to twist on your knob a lot more. So you better have the elevation and understand how it works to do that. But like Doc said, we're always here to help, and we'll get you mounted up and get your rings picked out. Make sure you understand your equipment before you leave the store.
Yep, we'll always do our best. So thanks for listening to another episode, and we'll be back soon again with another topic.
Thanks for watching.